guys, Skylar here, and thanks for joining me. In this class, we're going to be doing a little 30-minute Yin Yoga sequence, and it's going to be focused on the lower body. It's really great for hikers and joggers to really work on hip health and knee health, and I'm just going to all over get into the joints and the ligaments of the lower body. So if you are not familiar with Yin Yoga, this is best done when your muscles are cold. So this isn't something that you would want to do after a hike or a jog. Probably that 2-day mark afterwards when you're really sore would be a good time to do it. Also, before you actually go out for your hike or your workout. So let's go ahead and get started. And before I get into it, again, if you're new to Yin Yoga, the poses are held for a few minutes at a time. So it is really about getting deep into the connective tissues and focusing inward. So this is a really calm, cool class, and I hope you enjoy it. And the first pose that we're going to do is dangling. Actually, my God, I'm skipping a step here. Let's do a little seated meditation before we get into the asana. So come into a comfortable seated position, rooting your hips into the mat below you. You can sit on a blanket to elevate your hips above your knees if it's helpful for you. Just come to your breath, sigh out any tension that you're holding on to, and start to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Palms are facing down on the knees for grounding. Inhale for a count of 6 through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold with the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. And come back to normal breathing. Trying to keep the breath nice and slow. Working on relaxing the central nervous system. Focus on any sensation you're feeling through the lower body. Notice if there's any areas that you're holding on to tension. Bring your attention to your core, your torso, your chest, and your shoulders. The whole midsection of the body. Just notice if you're holding on to anything in this area. Notice if there's any pain. Bring your attention to your arms and your hands. Just notice if the arms and hands are nice and relaxed, or if they're holding on to tension, if they're feeling any kind of pain or discomfort, if the hands are grasping on to anything. Just allow yourself to relax, slowing the mind down, and coming into the present moment. And gently open the eyes. And we're going to come into dangling pose for our first pose here. So if you have a blanket, go ahead and move it to the side. And you're going to come up onto your mat. You're going to bring your feet about hips distance apart. And you're just going to let the crown of the head hang towards the ground. Grabbing opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side if it feels good. Just getting a little bit of movement here, loosening up through the lower back and through the hamstrings. So rather than really getting into the backs of the legs, it's better to probably bend the knees in this one and just let the torso rest on the thighs. And let this be more about getting length through the spine, space in between each vertebrae. Anytime you feel the mind wandering off, just bring your attention back to your breath, back to the present moment. Letting the gravity do all the work for you in this pose. Bring your hands down to the ground in front of your feet. And just come down onto all fours, coming into a tabletop position.